Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Thursday, the 29th of June. Okay, looking at the euro dollar first, and well, you saw a continuation yesterday of the large move up from Tuesday. At the moment, well, look, I was looking for some sort of resistance points, and it's broken through some key resistance points there at 114. It could push on some more. There are some resistance levels around 295 sort of zone, maybe, and there were quite a few different levels at that but at the moment it seems to be pushing on reasonably well. Coming down, looking through the 4-hourly time frames then, and you see the RSI here very I say overbought, it's not overbought at all, very extreme I suggest, which if it continues in that road, it just could be more strength coming in. There's really a signal of strength more than anything else to me on that 4-hourly picture. Okay, however, said that, looking at the hourlies, and we've got the daily pivot below us, we've run into the R1. Well, maybe we'll hold up here and just keep on pushing up, but there is the high probability of that daily pivot being hit. So sell off at some point may give us a move back towards that. We had the snapback yesterday at around about 1 o'clock. We'll see where we are today in terms of whether we can pull back to that level. Otherwise, really, the trend and the movement here is still, well, it's slowing down, but relatively strong still. Okay, let's look at cable, pound dollar, and well, again, decent push up yesterday, even more solid push up than the euro there, and it really looks like it wants to push up towards its monthly R1. What a change of direction this is running through, with the comments that interest rates may have to be increased if the situation in the world growth continues. Well, it's really been pushing the pound, and it's running up as I speak. I can see it moving up. Looks like it's got a good probability of running up towards that daily R1 at the moment, the way it's running, but we'll see. It may be just one of these full fake out moves in the morning. Has got daily pivot below us at 128.99, and again, if it does start selling off towards that, we'll look at it as a potential target, but for now, yep, it's a bit overbought. Oops, sorry, wrong time frame there. It is a little bit on the overbought signal in the short term. It may turn around here. But again, you look at the way the RSI is sitting there, suggesting strength in all the way through this sort of move. It's well above, it's sort of on my chart here, it's well above the 60s, and it's really at the moment just suggesting strength, which may see it running into that R1. But I mean, obviously the mornings, early mornings, we just got to work out, watch and wait and see a little bit sometimes to see if it's just going to fake us out into a false top in the morning, or whether it's going to actually run up properly. Okay, dollar yen, oops. Dollar yen running into the 500 MA here. It's just on the dailies, just turning around on that point at the moment. Just come down the 4-hour time frame, quite consolidated around this phase, maybe just say just consolidating before we see another move up potentially there. Short term, it's already caught the daily pivot there. It's spiked up a little bit earlier. Maybe it'll push up towards that R1 at some point. At the moment, it's looking to me that it may, if it breaks this 50 MA, maybe it will run down towards the S1, and maybe even yesterday's lows. It does look a bit sort of well, choppy, I guess, is the real point there. Okay, Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar pushing up strong again here, so I mean, it's really dollar weakness running across in the main, apart from the yen. But even that may catch up. But for here, the Aussie dollar again pushing up strong into towards its weekly R2 sort of zone there. Again, I should imagine we've got the untouched daily pivot below, so a lot of these markets, and this bit of divergence on the Aussie dollar here. So again, maybe we see a bit of weakness. They could pull back, but the fact that they're all pretty strong at the moment does make you wonder if it's just really dollar strength that we're seeing. Okay, and then the Canadian dollar. Whoops. And Canadian dollar continued breaking through. Talked about it yesterday. Solid move down here at the moment. I mean, it's a sort of bear flag sort of pattern all that time. Broke through on Tuesday, Wednesday. Well, it's just dropped down again, right through into the weekly R3s. They may hold it a little bit there, but at the moment, the as I say, dollar weakness seems to be wanting to prevail. Again, we've got daily pivot above us, so we did see a sort of any retracements of any of these moves. Well, we've got plenty to choose from in terms of the retracements, and again, there's a possibility there. Of course, with all of them, they've got to manage to get through their 21s. So if they haven't tested the 21s before, there's a chance they will do at some point there and slow the process down. Not a lot else there to speak about in terms of the technicals. It's one of those that's quite difficult in terms of it's already moved quite a long way, but we may get opportunities to trade. We'll see. Patience certainly needed. In terms of the news, not a lot out today of any significance. We've got a bit of German prelim CPI, but that may create a bit of volatility, but that's all day long. It's sort of as the different regions provide their numbers. It's normally, I say all day long, but it's normally by about midday we've finished that. Spanish CPI, not so interesting to the markets. 9:30, I'm just looking here, we've got UK, we've got net lending to individuals where we know that's high from what Carney said, but I don't expect to see too much volatility around that number. And then finally, we've got the final GDP for the US at 130. Maybe create a little bit of volatility around that, but it is the final number and it seems to have a lot less volatility on that number. Okay, that's it for me. Have a great day. Bye for now.